Now that it's all said and done, how would you look back on your time with GB? What's your evaluation of it?
You know, I thought it was, first of all, it was a phenomenal basketball experience for the country. I thought it would, I thought all the basketball community kind of pulled in the right direction for a long period of time, which in the UK hasn't always been the case, but I thought everyone got behind us. That was nice. I thought we did a great job in qualifying for the Euro Championships and the run-ups, and made history with our win in the Olympics. But we were hoping to have done a little bit better. One more win I think would have been a special tournament for us, and it would have pushed us through to the next round. But got a lot of great memories, and can't thank the guys and the organization enough for what they gave to the program. And I think we left a good platform from which to build. And I think you saw that last year when they went to the Euro Championships. That they played with a confidence that even that young team played with a confidence that they belonged at this level.
Do you still follow the team now and keep up to date with how they're doing?
Absolutely, I still follow the team. I follow the results. I follow the players that are playing all over to the best of my ability. Obviously, I still maintain relationships with many of them, and I see Luol and Joel Freeland throughout the season. So we share a special bond, and that's kind of unique. And all national team experiences are like that. They really are unlike anything else in sports.
What were the biggest issues you faced as a coach? GB obviously struggled with player availability every year. Would you say that was one of the biggest problems, or was it something else?
Player availability was one, but I think for the most part our guys made a great commitment to the program. It's just hard for 7 years to get everyone there all the time. Biggest challenges that we have basically is we have such a mix of talent. You have guys that are NBA All-Stars and guys that are maybe sophomores in college. And we put a lot of responsibility on the younger players to be leaders and maybe play a little bit above the level that they're currently playing at. So there's a lot of inconsistency there. But our guys enjoyed playing together, and I think that they came together and we had very good chemistry through all the years that we were together.
You obviously spent a lot of time in the UK. Now, what do you feel about why it's never reached its potential? Do you find that personally frustrating?
I do. It is frustrating. Having been involved in the game for 20 years now there, or having a connection with it. We've seen all the cycles. We've seen the peaks and the valleys. I still believe in the game in the UK. There's a lot of raw talent there. I think the coaching community needs help. We need to pull together a better structure, a better framework, and give those guys the support. Because those are the people that are really putting the knowledge into the players. I think the players are there. I think it's time that we redirect some of our energy to the coaches, getting educated coaches, getting better coaches, getting coaches working at all levels, where it's not just a passion, but also something that they feel that they can have ownership over.
What would you say is the Olympic legacy? Now the funding's being cut, GB is struggling financially. What would the legacy be for you?
Well, I think the legacy is that when our players step out on the floor, they feel like they belong and they can compete at the highest level. Unfortunately, with the funding cuts and the structures will have to be altered, and the preparation will have to be altered accordingly. But I feel confident that they'll be able to solve those issues. And I'm really proud. It's not our youth teams go out, they expect to win. Our women go out, they expect to win. Our men go out, they expect to win, and they compete at a level more consistently than they ever had done before. And if it wasn't for the Olympic preparation and experience and everything that led into that, then we wouldn't be there. And that's a far leap from where we were 10 years ago. And I think these things take time. And in 10 more years, there's nothing that says that we can't be, if we stick with it, getting the wins and being more relevant at the top of the European basketball community.
What was your personal opinion on the passport chasing that GB tends to do, and finding guys that aren't necessarily British but have eligibility through their passport? What's your stance on that?
Well, if you have a passport, you're British. Who's to say that somebody's more or less British than anyone else? Countries do it all over, and there's countries that are far more aggressive or far more egregious, giving passports to players who have no connection to their countries around Europe. Britain is not handing out passports to players. They may be British by birth and never having lived there, but they're still British. They're entitled to all the British rights of a British citizen, no matter if they were born in Britain, Bahamas, or Bahrain. It doesn't matter.
And then finally, what's your best and worst memory of working with GB?
Oh, I don't really have a worst memory. I mean, oh, well, I do have a worst memory. The Australia game in the Olympics is a hard one because we had a chance to win that. It would have put us through. You know, our best memory, there's so many of them. There really are so many of them. I think just standing out there, you know, listening to the crowd. You know, one thing that was great about the Olympic basketball was that it's really one of the only team sports in the Olympics where the country could get behind. Everything's mostly an individual sport. The way that the crowd got behind the team, singing the national anthem, you know, just put a lot of motion into the building, and our guys really soaked it in.